is 3, and R divides by 3, and it ends with an R divides by 3. Cash ends in 3 times 3 times 3. So cash register divides by 3. And the floor divides by fleet. Okay, that's a pretty good harvest there from the A&W. Okay, so make it a combo. That was awesome though. I am in love with A&W. I am seriously in love with A&W. And in particular, this Langley A&W, I noticed, they have received numerous awards for excellence in this particular restaurant. And I did the math on a giant certificate they have on the wall that says level of excellence in large capital letters. The biggest 3 words on the certificate. And lo and behold, level of excellence divides by 3. So, come to the Langley A&W and see the glory of God. Shake hands with the employees. Seriously. Oh my goodness. And they sell free Wi-Fi divided by 3 hours. Okay. So I am in love with A&W. Like seriously. The root beer is the kicker. The root beer is the real kicker for me. And that's when you go to the root of anything in the story of God, that's where you get your most satisfaction. So when you understand that A&W, the entire operation, began with one recipe, which is the recipe for the root beer. Okay? That means you need to love the A&W root beer. Like that is what you go there for. Everything else that has been added on is less satisfying. Like it's a further derivative, it's a further branch on the tree, but you must experience the root. Aha, it's even called root beer because it contains the word root. Okay? Go to the root of the matter. And so the star number 1 product of A&W is their root beer. Everything else came afterwards. Burgers came afterwards, fries came afterwards, all their other products now came afterwards. So drink A&W root beer. It is ordained by heaven. And that is not an exaggeration. That is not a euphemism or a hyperbole. That is a truth. A&W root beer is ordained by heaven for the joy of people. Okay. What else now? And they have that plastered on the walls, of course, everywhere that you go inside the restaurant. You know, famous pieces of history about A&W root beer. It goes back to 1919. 1919. That's almost 100 years old, A&W root beer. And I encourage you to read the story on it. You know, how he got the formula. And you just think, man, one golden recipe that has been delighting people's taste buds for nearly 100 years. Okay. So, I brought home with me a cup from A&W. Why? Because I did the math in the store on what is written on this cup, their famous slogan, Burger Bliss. And Burger Bliss divides by 3 and hits it out of the park for the number 3. Okay? It's a real obvious gem fest. I mean, the letters that divide by, you know what, let's put it on the board because it's so beautiful. But there it is, Burger Bliss, and then the TM equals 33. I am telling you, A&W actually is Burger Bliss. Especially, man, these pepper bacon ones. And just as a personal confession in terms of what I like in a burger, I'm a believer that you shouldn't add vegetables to your burger. Can I say that on camera once and for all eternity? I believe the same thing about pizza. I don't think you should ruin the flavor of pizza by adding vegetables to it. So when I get a pizza, I want a spicy meat lover's pizza with garlic. No mushrooms, no peppers, no onions, no vegetables. And when I get a burger, I don't want lettuce. I don't want tomatoes. I want it the way A&W makes their Papa Burger. I just want that meaty, spicy, cheesy, bunny, greasy, satisfying slobberfest that is so delicious. I'm enjoying every single bite with obviously ketchup, okay? Ketchup, yes. Raw tomatoes, no. Okay? There's a reason a McDonald's McDouble is the most sold burger. It's because it doesn't have lettuce and it doesn't have raw tomatoes. Did you know that most of those items were added just to make an upsale? That's what I believe. I believe those items just are kind of like, you know, make it present like a more of a big fancy, you know, item that you can order that's like a work of art, when really the lettuce costs them nothing, the tomato costs them nothing. It just makes it present itself as being more upscale so they can sell it for an exorbitantly high value, when all that you really want in a burger is juicy meat with spicy sauces, or sufficiently savory, spicy, salty sauces, cheese, and bun. And then the more beef, the better. That's a burger. Give me a manly burger with meat and cheese and saucy, savory, salty, greasy bun. And that's my burger. Just like it's like if you're going to enjoy a pizza, get Meat Lover's Pizza. If you're going to enjoy a burger, get Meat Lover's Burger. Eat a salad later. Don't combine salad with beef. I mean, salad here. My burger there. My pizza here. Your salad there. Your vegetables over here. My Meat Lover's Pizza right here. We have a respectful relationship where we keep a safe distance from one another. I will eat my pizza first and enjoy the flavor, and I will eat my salad after and enjoy the freshness thereof. I will eat my Meat Lover's Burger first and then enjoy my Caesar salad with tomatoes and other raw dip vegetables later. Thank you very much. There are certain combinations that just were not meant to be, in my opinion. Let's, you know, it's like keep a few things separate. And so, in my opinion, A&W does supply the goods that I desire. And in my opinion, that is burger bliss. Because when I get the Mama Burger or the Papa Burger, honestly, I won't even touch the Mama Burger because I want the extra beef. I get the Papa Burger, the Papa Burger, or the Grandpa Burger. Because it's just pure beef. Pure beef, lots of protein, filling, plus cheese, and the sauces that they put on top. You know, I get extra ketchup, like I'll just squirt the extra ketchup on the tray and dip this thing in ketchup periodically. We salted ketchup the other day. That was epic. In the name of love, ketchup, salt. That to me is burger bliss. I mean, when we had burgers growing up as a family, as a kid, I don't need no lettuce and no tomato on my burger. I just want a good tasting beef patty, a good bun, ketchup and mustard, and some cheese. And that's my burger. That's the burger I want to sink my teeth into. I don't need no lettuce. I don't need no tomato. I don't even need no pickles. Okay? Anyways. Okay. So, with that symphony of glory, let us enter into burger bliss by putting it on the board and solving it. Because there is only one company that has the official trademark on the phrase burger bliss, and we are holding them in the palm of our hand. Okay? A&W in gorgeous orange and brown. Remember, orange and brown both divide by 3. Orange is 60 equals holy equals pray equals word equals diamond equals believe equals desire, like all the heavy hitters in the story of God. And brown is 72, a triple of triple eights, equals money, equals cathedral, equals ambulance, like all the kings, okay? So orange and brown is like king combination for the number 3, okay? A and W. It's time for a comeback. A and W is just going to go through the roof, you know, we're going to see drive-ins revived, you know, girls are going to be out there like, man, you know, profits going up, workers getting paid more, everyone's like working at A and W, there's going to be the big drive-ins, you know, people pulling in, the Cadillac just like, I need some root beer, get it, okay, so, Burger Bliss, to the bowl, and incidentally, if you can't eat meat, you need to learn today. You just think you can't eat meat, but you really can. Get in there and eat a bunch of meat today. Okay, so Burger Bliss. You know, there's so much glory on here, I insist on just stuffing it in. Just wherever we can. So I'm just going to buy a small amount of real estate here, and we're going to write Burger Bliss right above our fantastic diagram of the burgers at A&W. So, Burger Bliss. Burger Bliss. I insist. I absolutely insist. And don't forget the TM, because that's a bonus 33 points. You can't forget your bonus marks. 33 equals amen. Okay, Burger Bliss. Amen. Burger Bliss. TM. Burger Bliss 33. Burger Bliss. Amen. Now, I'm going to zoom in on this fine Burger Bliss here, just for hilariousness' sake, so that I'm not even in this video and it's just you meditating on Burger Bliss. And you're going to want to run down to, hi Mom, that's a very large zoom for a face. Anyways, okay, so, Burger Bliss. Can we find love in Burger Bliss? Yes, we can. But I want to point out some of the obvious 3 Fs already. Look at these letters all divide by 3, R divides by 3, in similar positions between burger and bliss. So if you were to stack these words on top of each other, these guys would align perfectly vertically. Okay? And then the bookends knit together, B and an S make 21, and you've got 2 B's and S's. B's and S's. So, in fact, that's just a total revelation. I mean, that's an obvious thing there. So, you know, B plus S is 21, B plus S is 21. And then G and E knit together to make 12, and all the rest of the letters divided by 3 individually. Wow! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Holy Ghost! So just like the word permit, which we're going to get on the board in a moment, all the letters that do not divide by 3 in Burger Bliss, equal love perfectly. Oh boy. Move over, McDonald's. Everyone's going to be moving to A&W. We're just proving mathematically Burger Bliss in the name of love. People are going to start flocking to the burgers at A&W. Okay. It's time for the upgrade, folks. Okay, no. So, Burger Bliss. I'm stupefied. Like, stare at that for yourself, because, and that is what we are led to do, is find love in everything. Well, and I'm going to write the word permit just above this, so you can see how they're identical in what I just mentioned. Okay. Permit to operate the restaurant. The letters that do not divide by 3 add to 54 equals love perfectly. Well, in Burger Bliss, that is the exact same thing. Okay, so 12 points GE, and then 21 points for each BS. So that's 21 plus 21 plus 12. Like, it's so beautiful, those 3 numbers in particular, it's ridiculous. Like, you know, both 21, 21, 12. Like 1 plus 2 is 3. Is that all on camera? Yeah. Burger Bliss. 21, 21, 12 equals 54 equals love. Wow, that's all the letters that do not divide by 3 individually. So I'm already screaming my head off for the number 3. That is so divine. Okay. Wow. And then you can get some other teams from that too. You can put the B and the G together to make 9, and E and S to make 24, and then the B and S to make 21. So you can get 21 plus 33 as a team. And then what's left over? Okay. I'm going to stay in orange in honor of A and W. We've got 5 letters that divide by 3. But what do they add to? We've got 36 plus another, we've got 48 plus 30, 78. They add to 78. And you cannot get a second love exactly in those. But that's beside the point here. So what is the grand total of burger bliss? It's 78 plus 54, 132. 132 for the number 3. Genius, 12 times 13. Very nice. Amazing. So, and then, what other ways could you find love in burger bliss? I think that's feeling pretty good. Yeah, I think we're pretty good. I mean, with any of those 21s, you can get a 33. Like if you put the U and the L together, that's 33. And you can combine that with a B and an S to make love. Okay. And, sometimes that opens up a new possibility of making a second love. Oh, we should try out our technique of, well, no, that's fine. Let's just try shooting from the hip here. So if we take that together with a B and an S, what does that leave us with? Is it possible for us to achieve another? I'm sure it is. I'm becoming more and more convinced that we can find 2 loves in this because we got a lot to work with. S plus 24, then we would need 30. Okay, 27. Oh, I think I may have just seen it. I and an R. Yes, I just saw it. There it is. And I'm just going to switch to red for a brief moment. Don't lose it, don't lose it. I and an R makes half a love. And then an R and a G and a B makes another half a love. There you go. So we found 2 loves in burger bliss. Okay, so, and 27's no less. So 27, 27. So team circled red equals love. And then these guys here that I'm going to underline in red, like this. This is L and U makes 33, plus the B and S, 21 is another love. So we found love plus love. We found 2 loves in burger bliss. Can you see that okay? Red underlined and red circle. So we found 2 loves in burger bliss. And that leaves us with a bonus 24. Wow, that is exceptional. So I'm going to write it on this cup in brown for A and W once and for all time. This is the first cup in world history that burger bliss was officially solved on. I'm going to write it beneath. Burger bliss is love plus love plus 24, which is 888. To the glory of Jesus equals 888. There it is. There it is. Burger bliss solved to the glory of the Triune God and Jesus equals 888 for the first time in world history. Burger bliss equals love plus 24, which is 8 times 3, 888. Exactly. Perfectly. And then now you can add the TM on the top of that, 33 points, to give you love plus love plus love plus 3. No joke, folks. Triple love plus a 3 on top, because 24 plus 33 is 57. That's 3 points higher than a third love. So burger bliss TM is love plus love plus love plus 3, to the glory of the Triune God. And Jesus equals 888, because there's that 24 888 on top of love plus love. There it is. This cup is now historic. And it needs to be saved and signed. No, okay. So, now, you cannot, if you add the TM to the party, you cannot actually pop 3 points off of this and find the 3 loves plus the 3, because it's impossible for you to pop 3 points off of this. You can't get just a direct 3. But Burger Bliss TM is love plus love plus love plus 3. But Burger Bliss all by itself is love plus 24 888. Wow. So that was worth, that's an official, that is like the official slogan of A&W. I mean, if it's on their drink cup, I mean, in McDonald's, that would say I'm loving it. And we solved I'm loving it the other day. I'm loving it divides by 3, and we found love and I'm loving it. But as for A&W, I mean, that is, apparently that's their official slogan right now. Because if that's on their drinking cups at the very bottom, Burger Bliss, then that must be their de facto slogan right now. I don't know if they have anything else, but that's what's here right now, and that's mathematically beautiful. Burger Bliss. Apparently I am a connoisseur, a mathematician, a theologian, a lover of God, a friend of God, a man of God, a teacher, a human, a traveler, an explorer, an Easter egg hunter, and cool. Okay. So, having solved Burger Bliss, why don't we segue into our word permit, because that was one we were going to cover anyways. In large letters to operate, well, we already did it. The letters that don't divide by 3 equal love, and then you've got another double 9 plus 9 to equal half a love. Okay, so permit is love plus half a love, and then the other certificate you see in the A&W is a business license. You know what? I'm going to be really cool and just squeeze it in here. We solved business the other day. Business equals love plus love with the 2 loves interwoven. And then the word license, as it is properly spelled in Canada and in British English countries, is right here. And you can prove that mathematically because it divides by 3. And then the E, there's only 3 letters that don't divide by 3, they make 24, and then you've got 3, 3, 9, 12. So the word license is 57, I believe. 24 plus 21 is, oh no, it's 60. Hold on. 24, 630 plus, no, it's 51. 51, it's 3 points short of a love. But it's so loaded with 3s, it's not even funny. 24 plus, 6, 42, 51. And then business is 108, so business license is 100. And then remember, the beauty of the word business was you had love in the hopscotch effect. Take every second letter and put them on one team. B, S, and S equals love, and then the remainder of the letters equal the same thing. 54 equals love. The Triune God owns all business. And all businesses. When you say businesses, that adds 24 888. Ah! So there's a divine thing for you. Burger Bliss equals businesses. And we found love plus 24 888 in both. So the word businesses equals Burger Bliss. And we found the love plus 24 in both phrases. In business, it's really obvious, just the love plus the love in hopscotch effect in the word business, and then ES on the end adds 24 888. So, done. So, a permit plus a business license, 81 plus 51 is 132 plus another 108. Wow! Permit plus business license adds to 240 perfectly. And I kid you not, at the Langley A&W, those 2 documents are sitting, I'm going to zoom out now that we've solved them. Those 2 documents with their large letters declaring those 2 strings we just solved are sitting right side by side on the end of the counter where all the serving happens. There's 2 of them. Permit, and business license. I don't know why there's 2 of them, but if there's one thing the government likes, it's paper. So I guess there's one thing better than one. Nah, I prefer less paper, but okay, it's there. And never forget, when you go to A&W and get your drink, you can always get a straw. Straw divides by 3. I insist, folks, especially when you take your kids. The kids will use straws. Suck divides by 3, straw divides by 3. Just remember how you used to play with straws as a kid and you used to do like all the little foldy things? I mean, everything was cool as a kid. But that's where God will take you back to. Okay. And I'm not joking, folks. I was starting to solve, like, it's fun. You're sitting there eating your meal, and I was starting to solve, like, the entire text on this cup here. Dreamy burgers divides by 3, because dreamy divides by 3 in burgers. God is dreamy. That is a worshipful statement. Well, burgers divides by 3, dreamy divides by 3, so they've really highlighted that. Dreamy burgers divides by 3. Burger bliss. Okay. And it's just pure pleasure to just keep doing it. I mean, the first 2 words in this whole cup divides by 3. Nothing divides by 3. That's a very big, awesome word. Nothing divides by 3. Compliments divides by 3. Dreamy burgers divides by 3. And you just like, yeah, here it comes, folks. And of course the word quality divides by 3. Ending in love. I-T-Y equals love. In fact, it's 51 plus 54. Can you find love and quality? Absolutely. The last 3 letters equals love. And the first 3 letters is 3 points. The first letters is 3 points less. Okay, so I'm satisfied with that. Now I want to take you to the computer probably and just quickly finish off on this A&W Fest. What did we want to? Okay, yeah, we basically hit all the ones I wanted to mention. So I'm just going to take you to the computer quickly and just squeeze the rest of this out for your pleasure and for historic purposes. So, come on camera, to the computer we go, where we will record the rest of this glory fest. Now, hold on folks, because I just need to get this. It's plugged into the wall, that's why I'm just fighting the cord length here. There. Okay. So that's what I love about video. I mean, you can speed me up, slow me down, but more importantly, that's what I love about truth that lasts forever. We're in no rush here because we know this truth lasts forever, so that's why I'm so content to make long videos, because when you're laboring on stuff that lasts forever, God's eternal truth, you've got peace, because you know this video will be touching people 20 years from now, 30 years from now, 200 years from now if Jesus Christ tarries. Okay, so we're just gonna. So I just want to show these things with the computer to the. Oh yeah, this is all we were solving yesterday. Now I'm just gonna scroll through this just as a review of everything that we solved. Oh yeah, some other gems for you. The bigger slogan of A&W is all American food, and that divides by 3 beautifully. Okay, 3 words, 15 letters divides by 3, 36 strokes divides by 3. The most beautiful thing is the 6 days of creation pattern yields these multiples of 3 that are all factors. 6 numbers of score 5 3, 36, 63, and 30. Like, talk about a loaded phrase for the number 3. All American food. Awesome. And the mascot is Rudy, 93, 3, and there's the 3s there. And then, incidentally, this digit total here, this is something that's just really, really simple. This is just the total of this is the grand total. If you add the digits, 9 plus 3, you get 12. So this is not really a thing that I look at all. I mean, it's always, if it divides by 3, this is the digit total. 9 plus 3 equals 12, obviously divides by 3. This shows you the offset from a multiple of 8. This shows you an offset from a multiple of 3. Or if it does divide by 3 perfectly, it's just 3 times 31. Here's the grand total in the breakdown. This tells us that it's, 31 is the 11th prime, and then 11 is in turn the 5th prime, 5 is the 3rd prime. And then you always count, so you always have the total, you always have the number of letters, the number of strokes. And then down here we report our artistic effects for the number 3, like the hopscotch effect. This means you can slice it in half to get a multiple of 3 on the left and a multiple of 3 on the right. Just effects that I've seen so abundantly everywhere that it's just obvious to bake them into the computer program. So, oh yeah, so A and W originally started as a root beer stand. And I knew I had to solve that gem because that's 3 words that knit together to divide by 3. Okay? And there's the famous, you see why doesn't root beer divide by 3? Because it's meant to knit together with all sorts of other things. Like the most obvious is that multiple root beers is better than a single root beer. Okay, that equals mathematician divides by 9 and 9 letters. Okay, so the T is waiting to get married with the S. Okay, because the word beer divides by 3 all by itself, it equals 30. And then there's 30 sitting right here, and then 18 in front. Like it's just obvious, and then the T waits for an S to get married in various other phrases. So, root beers divides by 3, or a root beer stand, because then all these letters in stand divide by 3, with a pair, 21 and 18, which, are a pair that differ by 3, both dividing by 3, so it's obvious. Now the S gets married with the T, so a root beer stand, which is how this whole story began. That's the beginning, folks. It began with a root beer stand. Like, before it was ever called A&W... Before Alan Wright was even on the scene, I believe, it was Mr. Allen, Roy Allen. Yeah, it was Roy Allen by himself, and by Divine Ordinance, Roy Allen, as they posted everywhere, divides by 3. He's the first 3-digit number that divides by 3. He was simply selling root beer on the side of a road in California at a root beer stand, like any humble single business person out there could set up a stand and just start selling a drink. That's how it began. Before it was called A&W, before it had real estate, before it had stores or any other employees, it was a single root beer stand. So I knew I had to solve this gem. Root beer stand divides by 3 in 13 letters. And then you can say the first root beer stand, first divides by 3. And then letters and strokes divide by 3. This equals my full birth name divides by 3. So now the first root beer stand, push it higher. Look at that. Look at all the artistic effects you get for the number 3. And the grand total divides by 3, the number of letters divides by 3, the number of strokes divides by 3. Okay? Very, very awesome gem there. And also here's make it a combo. I'm just going to ram this through the calculator so that you can see the bonus. Look at that. Even the number of letters and strokes divides by 3 and make it a combo. 12 letters divides by 3, 30 strokes divides by 3, love plus love. We found the 427s highlighted here. And it's got the hopscotch effect in there, and center letters dividing by 3. And then here's the business license, business, love plus love. Look at that, all those artistic effects for 3. And then so a business license, just like we calculated, letters and strokes also glorify 3. Permit was easy. Put these two, yeah, there was it right there. Put the two together to get 240 perfectly. Just genius. And then here's the actual sign, Pepper Bacon Papa Burger. 15 times 15, the full birth name of the monarch. And just to fill out the package, there were exactly 3 that you can get. You can get the Pepper Bacon Grandpa Burger, which pushes higher, 252, and the Pepper Bacon Mama Burger, which divides by 3. And amazingly, they actually go up in ascending order, just like the burgers do. Mama is the lowest. Pepper Bacon Mama Burger, okay, is 219, divides by 3. And then the Papa Burger goes 6 points higher, 15 times 15. And then the Grandpa Burger goes another, what is that? What was this, 225? Another 27 points higher. Wow. And that's the 3 fest. So, and then again, all these divide by 3. So let's just write that down. So Mama Burger was 99. Papa Burger is 6 points higher, is 105. I have that memorized because that was the first one that I got. And I didn't get a Mama Burger yesterday. I got 2 Papa Burgers. First in the morning, I just got a regular Papa Burger. Then the second round, I got a Pepper Bacon Papa Burger. And then in the evening, I got a Pepper Bacon Grandpa Burger. Because by that time, I was just so excited about all these revelations. I was like, just give me the king. Grandpa Burger. So a Grandpa Burger is 27 points higher, 132. So inquiring minds want to know what the total of this trio is. Beautiful. Divides by 8. That sound effect triggers when it divides by 8, because I was initially finding 8s and stuff for the glory of Jesus, but that's divides by 8s and 12 and 24 and 33 letters. Mama Burger. And then so what do all these add to? Let's just knock. But this is the center one, is the one that they have signage for, with these exact words, signage for, with the glaring $6 double three, all around the restaurant. Peppered bacon Papa Burger, and you know how they have the sign on the side of the road, like McDonald's always has, with with those letters that you can advertise, just changing with the letters. They're advertising for the peppered. They're saying, "Try our new peppered bacon burgers," and of course the word "try" and "our" and "new" all divide by 3. Try our new. Try is 63, divides by 3. Our equals love, 9 points less, and new is less than that, being 12 points less. So try our. Just try our equals. It's just so obvious for the number 3. And then try our new. More 3s, letters, strokes, 3, just 3. It's like love, please. Like we have love to share. Come on in and enjoy with us. I marvel at how all business is love, but people need to know who God is and what the bigger picture is, so that they can love at higher levels. Okay, and that's the joy of all this study here. You need to know God and what the whole bigger picture is, and who He is, and how much He loves you, and what your place is in this universe as His child through Jesus Christ. And then, okay, I can preach, but let's just finish. So there you go. So there's the grand total of the 3 of them. Let's get a sound effect back in there, because that's a very glorious number. That's 24 times 29, a triple of 232. Let there be light in Hebrew equals that. And number of letters is, wow, just screaming it out. Okay, I'm satisfied with that. So, oh yeah, and then Burger Bliss, we'll just throw that into the computer. There's our 132. 6 days of creation pattern in there as well, bookended. But what we found was exceptional. So I have not baked this calculator to find love like it should. But that's something that God has been leading us to do manually. And now we can add it to the computer. And then voted best burgers in Canada divides by 3. You can just say best burgers in Canada, or you could say best burgers in the United States of America, because by Divine Ordinance, Canada divides by 3, and the United States of America divides by 3. And Mexico divides by 3 as well. The 3 brothers in one continent. Best burgers in the United States of America. So, what are the best burgers in the United States of America? Wow, that's 420 divides by 3. And then you can say the best burgers. Now you're pushing it higher, 3 times the 36 prime, and you can add the word voted, because the root of voting and votes divides by 3. So voted the best burgers. You just keep pushing the 3s higher and higher and higher. Okay, there you go. And the United States of America divides by 3 beautifully, 24 letters, 333. If you were to put United States of America together with Canada, it divides by 3, equaling that, and then Mexico divides by 3. Mexico equals Jehovah. The first 5 letters equals love, and then you get a 15 on top, so Mexico equals Jehovah. So all 3 together, Canada, the United States of America, and Mexico, divides by 3, obviously. Amazing, isn't it? And what's exceptional is that every one of these countries has a number of letters that divides by 3. Okay? Canada is 6 letters, divides by 3. Mexico is 6 letters, divides by 3. And then the United States of America is 24 letters, divides by 3. See that? 24 letters for the United States of America, 6 letters for Canada, 6 letters for Mexico. It's all pure 3s for the glory of the Triune God, who is love. And I would love to see these 3 nations working in even greater harmony and brotherhood in the name of love. Certainly we all need to be glorifying the Triune God, who is love. Okay? For any and all blessing that would ever come upon us It is all from God, the true God, God the Father, Jesus Christ the Son, and the Holy Ghost. We must all confess the Lordship of Jesus Christ from sea to shining sea in Canada, Mexico, and the United States of America. Okay? So that we may all be going to heaven and all be blessed like crazy here on earth. Okay. And then we were having fun talking about the Great Grandpa Burger, which is something that I would like to see A&W come out with. So every time you say great, you add an extra patty to the burger. So a Grandpa Burger is 3 patties. Well, a Great Grandpa Burger would be 4 patties. And then a Great Great Grandpa Burger would be 5 patties. And I had an idea that you could ultimately say great, 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 great so many times that eventually we would be referring to our great, 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 great grandpa of us all, who is Adam, as in Adam and Eve. So if you went back roughly 250 greats to your great, 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 great grandpa, Adam, the exact number needs to be determined more, you would not only get a burger that's 253 patties high, but it would be a fantastic 3-fest because every grate divides by 3, and when you string them together, they get chain linked with 27, 3 times 3 times 3 times 3, and then this final T knits together with Grandpa to make another 3 times 3 times 3, and of course this chain links to make 3. And so if you ordered this great, 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 great Grandpa burger, you would get a patty for every grate. The thing would probably cost you an extra 60 cents per grate or something like that. That's what they charge. So you get a really high burger, but it would glorify the Triune God perfectly. So a Great Grandpa Burger, 4 patties, Great Great Grandpa Burger, 5 patties, and then if you say great enough, so that you go all the way back to your great ancestor Adam in the Garden of Eden, then you can have what is called the Adam Burger, which we put up here. The Adam Burger, I called it, or the Adam and Eve Burger, both divided by 3. So there's the Adam and Eve Burger. The Adam Burger equals 1, 2, 3 perfectly. And so the Adam Burger would essentially be a burger with like around 250 patties in it for the 250 generations between Adam and yourself. The earth is just over 6,000 years old, okay? And then the calculation to determine the exact number of generations from Adam down to you is a simple, well, it's not that simple, but it's a basic calculation based on the fact that the earth is just over 6,000 years, okay, old. So 6,000, just over 6,000 years between Adam and you. So you can try and figure out how many generations that would be, thereby determining how many greats you would have to say in order to call Adam your great-great-grandpa. And then you could have a burger. Okay, I'm having fun now, okay. But, okay, it all divides by 3. So just for fun, once again, this whole text divides by 3. Every step of the way. In fact, it was a screamingly glorious number. I remember we did that. We're over 3,000 points now. Chain linked with 27 so many times it's outside of the bounds here. Okay, that's a fun one. Okay. Oh, and I was adding up the 3 events that Usain Bolt is going to perform the 3-peat on. And that divides by 8, 12, and 24 nicely. And then when God says to you, well done, that equals 90 perfectly, and you can find love in that. Love right there, half a love plus another 9. When God says to you, well done, that's love plus half a love plus 9 on top. Genius. Well done, good and faithful servant. Okay, and the dancing prophet. I have danced periodically for joy. That equals Christ the Redeemer, Christo Redentor. We can say the prophet danceth. 3 points higher. Okay, can we find love in people? Yes, we can. That equals the famous 15 times 15. The Queen's full birth name. Treats a pizza divides by 3. We did that yesterday. And, okay, this is just a quick review of some other gems here before we take off. This was so cool that we added up the entire burger lineup that A&W currently does, and it is 15 times 15 times 5. Like, it was just, and there's 6 of them. 3 plus 3. Just obvious divine. We did that yesterday. Oh yeah, here was the screaming glory here. Take off the TMs. That's screaming, but look at this. Look at how beautiful this is. Here's the official 6-burger lineup of A&W. You've got the teen, the matzah, the mama, the papa, the grandpa, and the uncle. Are you ready for the glory? Pure 3s in the most exceptional necklace of 3s of all time. 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. That's 6 3s. That's 3 to the power of 6. By divine ordinance for the glory of these 6 burgers that A&W officially provides. There you go. And with that, and then of course Usain Bolt is going to pull his 3-peat event getting 3 gold medals in the year 2016 at the Rio de Janeiro Olympics beneath the Christ the Redeemer statue, which we solved many times. And that's why I was solving the names of his 3 events that he is going to win. And by Divine Ordinance, 100 divides by 3. When you speak it, it equals love plus love. Okay? And find the 2 loves in 100, because that's a famous event, 100 meters. And all the rest of the events are, of course, based on 100, because you get the 200 meters, which is 2 100s, and the 400 meters, which is 4 100s, and you get the 5,000, which is 5, you know. So that final 100 is like, you know, the crux of the whole thing. Can you find the 2 loves in that? Yes, you can find the 3 18s very easily. Here they are. You've got a pair of NDs, which makes 18, and then an R. So there's your love number 1, and then the rest of the letters equals love number 2, being O plus U plus a final 18. Amazing. So all these, here's the final 18. So you got all these 18s in there. And then you've got an O and a U, which are 15 and 21. So 15 plus 18 plus 21 equals love number 1. 18 plus 18 plus 18 equals love number 2 in 100. Excuse me. And then this will all knit together with all these other things. So 100, and then 200 divides by 3. Okay? And then 4 by 100 divides by 3. So the distances that they refer to the events, the 3 events that he's going to do. 100? Sometimes they'll just say that on the track. Oh, the 100. Oh, are you running the 100? And then 200 divides by 3, and then 4 by 100 is how they say it efficiently on the track. And then by Divine Ordinance, all these. So these are the official names of the events. Put them all together. It's an 8-fold set of the first 3-digit number that divides by 3. Good night. Number of letters equals water, and all these other cool things. But for simplicity, and I'm testifying of what God is going to do, of course, through Usain Bolt in performing this most obvious 3-fest in the history of the Olympics. He's going to win 3 gold medals for the 3rd time at the Rio de Janeiro Olympics, which is Rio de Janeiro is 3 words that all divide by 3 beneath the Christ the Redeemer statue. Christ the Redeemer divides by 3. Cristo Redentor in Portuguese equals the same thing. And so that's why we're taking time to actually solve details of this in advance. 100, 200, 4 by 100. Those are the 3 events. Look at all the 3s in there. Okay, good night. And of course, he is what we call a runner. A runner contains love at the center between 2 18s, okay? And that equals 90 in total, 3, okay? And you can keep going, okay? But that's enough. We were in A&W land here. Okay. So, quick scan of these are the ones that we got in round 3. Make it a combo. Too awesome. Okay, so the current date and time for historic purposes and all this is right there. Boom. And here's that first official note that I received from someone in code that has been framed and is sitting on my desk. And in red letters at the bottom, red numbers, which equal letters, it says, spread this word. So I encourage you to spread these videos to whoever you can. Whiteful. Okay, so that's it. We're gonna go back up to the whiteboard here. Finish this video on camera, so we officially sign off in person, and perhaps a little more. So there you go. The glory continues to flood. So I'm in love with A&W like crazy. I'm in love with A&W root beer like crazy. And I got to get some A&W cream soda today, like crazy, because those were my 2 favorite growing up. And I'm in love with A&W burgers. And I'm in love with their sweet potato fries and their onion rings. They have great onion rings. That was actually the first thing I ordered this day. I had gotten the DQ under, they have fantastic onion rings. And ask for their spicy chipotle sauce when you get the onion rings, because, man, that'll put you through the roof. I'm in love with A&W, and